Basically, I've bought a Sinnis Apache 125. I don't know its overall condition at the moment. It's a 2020. It's due its first MOT. It's never had one. I've seen it running. I've had reports of it being on the road. It's off the road at the moment. I don't know why. It was sold at an auction. Why, I don't know, which I am trying to establish. I've done a check on it. It's all green across the board. This exhaust is wrong. That's got to come off straight away. Various other bits and pieces, but just cleaning it up. I bought this for the pricely sum of one 2002 Vauxhall Corsa, and the guy also gave me £100 towards the Corsa and the bike. So yeah, I'm baffled and loving it. Right, here we go. A little 2020 Sinnis Apache that I was given £100 for, and I gave a 2002 Vauxhall Corsa that had 70,000 miles on the clock. Now this one is a bit of a mess. We've peeled all the stickers off because they just looked awful. The grips are rotting. They're like mulchy, gluey, icky. But nah, you don't want to know. So I've wrapped them in just some tissue. I mean, look, you can see that one there, look. It's actually oozing through the tissue. Whatever the hell is on those grips, it's oozing through. They're disgusting. Right. Apart from the visual cosmetics, i.e. the petrol tank, there's no paint on it there. There's a few broken bits of... The battery's missing. Yeah, I know that. The battery's missing. But the rust, look at the rust. This is a 4-year-old bike. And it looks like it's been through hell. Now, I don't know what's going on, but I've got a... Look at it, look. The chain's knackered. Flops about in the wind. Tyres are good. That's a big plus. Overall, it's pretty top clean and tidy. That pipe's starting to split. Look at that. Might have to get one of them. Because that's a 4-year-old bike and that's done that. Oh my god, here we go. What else we got going on here? That's not too bad, but it's starting to split. Oh yes it is, look at that. That's gone, so I need to replace that pipe. What else we got here? These handlebar grips. It needs a clean down, a strip and a clean down, that's for sure. Right, I have absolutely no idea how many miles this thing has done. Forks look okay. Is that what's going on there? Let's have a quick shufty with that. Excuse me, sorry. Bit of a sheen. I've been spraying with some Bulldog BDX, so that's what that might be. I thought the seal might have gone for a second, but that doesn't feel the same as like an oil. But I do have an oil leak. There is most definitely an oil leak, and I've got to try and find out where that's coming from. So belly pan's coming off. I'll put it up on axle stands and have a damn good look. Rear wheel's got to come off because I've got to put chain sprockets on it. Seat and the tank and all the other plastics are coming off because I'm going to clean it all and respray it all, and very, very possibly do something with this terrible paintwork on this frame. Bang out of order. You know, the frame's one of the like major important parts, but yet they let it rust by putting on that really crappy paint. It makes no sense, but it does, because it means they can sell something else later down the road. But you know, Oh, what can you do? Right, what else we got? I'm just loving the exhaust. Look at that, eh? Isn't that an amazing exhaust? What do they nick that off? Oh, some boy racer's car. That's yeah, I've got a funny feeling I might need a new entire exhaust system here, which isn't too big a problem. I've been looking up the prices of them, and I can get a complete stainless steel one for like, was it 130 quid? With the rear muffler, stainless steel. Bang. Yeah, that'll sort them out. Look, I mean, look, it's really clean in places. It's almost like what you'd expect for a 4-year-old bike. But then the rest of it is just yuck. What happened to it? The sprockets looking okay. Well, it's not too bad. It will have a new one. There's not too much of a curl on there. They don't look too worn. It's fairly recent, actually. I'll expect that later. I'll get closer and have a look. Right, 130, 70, 17s. Discs and pads, maybe, for the laugh. Make it all lovely and fresh. Because I've got to get this ready for its first MOT. And, oh, look at that. Yeah, I mean, how did all this happen? What has happened? That's split. So that's probably a new cable there I'm going to put in. Oh yeah, and the other thing is there's no digital display. So once you turn the ignition on, nothing comes up. Nobody has any idea what the mileage is on this. For all we know, it could have done like 20 miles or 20,000, you know? And well, this I have to repair or completely replace the entire unit. Get rid of the fairing, get rid of the light, put something else on that's a bit more, less sort of, I don't know, tacky. But saying that, I will be painting this up. And, yeah. Ooh, I've got some ideas. Anyway, what else we got? One key, so I'm going to need to change the ignition barrel and the petrol cap. So I can get 2 keys for each. Oh yeah, the light switch, knackered. That's knackered. So I'm going to replace both of them with brand new parts, actually, brand new ones. Might actually do that. Yeah, definitely that one. That entire complete unit needs to be changed. So that's one, because I can't get this light switch to work. It won't move at all. I've tried. No, nothing. Stuck solid, man. Stuck solid. But the seat is lovely. The seat, look at that. That's gorgeous. There's normally tears in them, splits in them, and God knows what else. But this one's absolutely spot on. This is one of the things that was a major factor in me sort of trying to grab hold of this, was this seat. And how clean the rest of the engine generally is. You know? Good tyres, cleanliness of the engine, the fork condition, and the seat were quite important factors. The rear muffler, exhaust bit, what you want to call it, easily replaceable. Yeah, it was just lovely. Yeah, as far as I know, everything's working and hunky-dory, but I need to get it up and running in order to find out more about it, because I don't know anything about it. It was sold at an auction and I bought it off the guy who bought it from the auction. So yeah, lots of fun. I'm going to enjoy this. It's going to be a giggle. Strip it down, clean it, paint it, put it back together again. See what we come up with. Right, so far, yeah, side panels are coming off. Got them all off both sides. The tank's almost ready to come out. I've got to take him off. Seat off and the rear fence. But look at this. Look. I don't think any of this has been apart. I know for a fact they definitely have not been off. These panels on the side of the tank now, I know they definitely haven't been off. But some of this is like, it's a bit confusing. Yeah, it probably most definitely has been apart at some point. Because someone's done something here, look. I have not got a clue what's going on there. So we'll find out what's going on with that later. And we've got some wire down here. What's that for? Got to find out later. And we've got... that needs mounting on something. Why that's hanging around, I don't honestly know. This looks as though it shouldn't be there like that. And it also looks as though they should be plugged into something. What the hell is that? I've never seen anything like that. Fuel filter maybe. It's like, it doesn't feel very heavy. I don't think it's got anything to do with the, it's not a coil. No way is that a coil. Reminds me of our coil because of the spout on the end. I don't know. It's something sort of air, sort of vacuum type things because of these pipes. But what they do and what's it for is anybody's guess at the moment. Been years since I've touched one of these, or any bike really. Right, I've got that bolt there, but this rust on this frame is just, it's filthy and it's just all covered in. It don't make sense. Look, all this. That doesn't look as though it's been butchered or played with. That's what I was trying to get at earlier. But the paint's just piss poor. It's all coming off and the frame's rusting. That's a 2020 bike. Man. Well, we're going to have to do something about that then, aren't we? Oh my God, I've just been recording 35 minutes of video and my phone was in my pocket. I'm just hoping that the video I made earlier is separate from that one. Anyway, where am I? Yeah, Sinnis Apache. Whoa, doesn't it look good without all that fairing shit? That would look so much tidier and neater if you just trimmed that up and just went semi-naked with it. It's just absolutely, it's got some lovely lines. I love these forks. These forks are something else for a 125. They're like yum. I can see them on my thou. But yeah, we're stripping down. That's all off, thankfully. Probably get all new cables and everything for it. Just for the lulz, I expect. Give it a good clean up, strip some more pieces out, clean this frame up, and remove as much of this rust and give it a respray as I possibly can without going too far. I haven't really got the time to go too far at the moment. I'd love to actually strip the engine out and you know, strip the frame back and everything, but at this point in time, see, look, I've noticed something earlier. The rear foot pegs are gone. Yeah, look what's happened. Look what someone's done. There's a bolt still here, and they've been grinding this, and this bit has been cut off. So the actual two bolt holes that hold the rear passenger foot peg are missing. I've got them on the other side. There's one. The other one's up there somewhere around there. Oh yeah, there-ish and down. But they've totally, what were they thinking? Anyway, minor issue, minor issue, absolutely minor. New chain on the way. This sprocket is pretty good. I've seen worse, but no, that's not too bad. But I'm going to probably slap some new ones on anyway. I've only got like a chain coming at the moment because I just want to get this up and running, see where we are before I go throwing any sort of further issues at it. But it's nice. I like it. Can't wait to give it a go. Oh, the oil leak. Yeah, we do have an oil leak. It is leaking. I have now got to locate it. So I've got to clean out all the underneath here, clean it, give it all a good wipe down and clean off, and watch for where this oil is coming from. Because as soon as I can solve that, that's a big headache out of the way. But she's coming up great so far. I just hope she's, you know, nice runner. I have heard it running. I have seen it and heard it running and start up and everything. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I didn't see it running for long. They said it just ran out of fuel. So it's funny how the tank was like, hold on. Yeah, fuel smells good. It just looked a bit funny then. It does smell good. Let's have a see if I can... yeah, no, that looks okay. Yeah, a bit grubby. That's a bit grubby. Why is that so dirty? That's weird. That shouldn't be dirty at all. What's in that petrol tank? It's got to be petrol. They put something in there. Oh dear, that's difficult. I'm going to have to investigate that. I might just empty that tank out with whatever's in there, because I'll see if it runs. If it don't run, then it's got to be that fuel. I'm in two minds about that fuel, because we don't know how long this has been off the road. I mean, it could have been ridden for like 2 or 3 months, then parked up, but I don't know. There's no history to it at all. But we're building some now. Well, it's going good. Hold on, I'll turn this down. Wrong one. That's better. Yeah, I'm learning quite a bit. It looks like there may be contaminated fuel. I've had a cotton bud in here and it's not looking good. And a bit of tissue, where's that bit of tissue gone? Yeah, I've wiped this tissue on the end of here, look. And look at the state of it. All I did was push it up against that and all that came out. I don't know if there's going to any more left there. Tip it down. No. But that shouldn't have done that. Not a chance, no way in hell, that shouldn't have done that. So I'm thinking that there's possible something there with the fuel. Might need to strip down. We'll see. Definitely needs a clean up round there. What else is going on? Oh yeah, I'm removing all the zip ties. Well, you know, step by step, more things are revealed. For example, let's have a look at this. He's not tight, look. This isn't tight. Why is this loosey-goosey? This shouldn't be like that. And this seal keeps popping out. I don't think that's in properly, and I think this is where the oil leak is coming from. I've just been spraying him up and cleaning him around the area a little bit. I'm going to get a brush off it there in a minute and see if I can take this off and then make sure he is all the way back in as far as he'll go. I'll get a socket on it, tap him in, because he just keeps popping out now. He might be blown and busted and no good, so I might have to replace him if that's where the leaking's coming from. I hope it's that simple. The other thing is the state of this airbox. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Filth. Sponge is filthy. It's all icky goo in there. Hasn't really been serviced properly, has it? But it looks like it has. I'm torn because like the sprockets are pretty reasonable. The chain was fucked. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. The chain had it. But then there's other bits which are like absolutely, look, the engine's lovely and clean. It's spotless. Normally inside those fins it's all filthy dirty and manky. When you're looking at stuff like this, it's confusing because the frame's like, anyway. Forks are lovely. There's no pits or dents or dings in them as such. There's wear and tear on them, yeah, but nothing major. I'll be taking them off and cleaning it all out and giving the head bearings and everything all a good check over, re-grease, proper torque downs and all that sort of stuff. Remove the swing arm, check it all over. Yeah, because I bet that's dry in there and all, just like the rear wheel. Right, yeah, so carrying on. Right, I was worried that the splines were knackered because of that peg being loose, but they're not. They're absolutely lovely. Even on the lever itself, the splines are superb, nice and sharp. So it just needed tightening. Why it was loose, I don't know. But that seal was popping out. I've managed to get him back in. And he looks nice and snug now, and he looks like he's been popped out for quite a while. Bless. So let's hope it's okay. State of that. That's the air filter. Yuck. To be honest though, this is a right pain to remove. Where's the case? There's down there, right. Okay, let's have a look. This mesh sits inside there and the sponge sits over the ridge of the mesh so that this mesh is encased inside. Okay, then that together goes in there. Not that you can see. That's better, huh? Right, it goes in there, yeah, and you've got to twist him round so that the back end of it fits right in the back, right over there. Then this little bolt goes through that hole right there. So there's a hole in the filter as well, look, see, yeah. And then you've got to use an 8mm spanner and screw it into that. Why? I've just been here 25 minutes trying to undo this. The filter's covered in oil. My spanner's slipping and sliding. You can't see it because the bolt has been screwed so far down into this. Oh man, I'm cursing it. So I won't be putting that bolt back, I can tell you that now, because that's just stupid. Absolutely silly. I'm gonna clean this, see how it comes up until I can order a new one.